Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Driver's Gallery. I just want to make a quick announcement about one of our film guys, Nick. He was introduced in the introduction, but considering everything that's going on around the world, he unfortunately can't make it. So he lives a whole state away. He makes a trip about 2.5 hours just one way. So we're kind of just like picking up the slack here, and then we have Jake as well kind of filling in for him. He'll still be involved, just working from home. Nick will always still be a part of the team, but stay tuned. We're hoping that this all kind of like dies down and we'll have him back around the family. We'll be working on an Audi all-road, doing an air install, and then at the same time, I'll finally start breaking into the engine bay on the Datsun. And we have our friend Michael Cohen. He's about an hour and a half away. He'll be traveling out here to help out a lot with helping me with the engine bay and kind of like guiding me through the steps and everything, because this is my first time ever doing kind of like a really thorough shaved bay and everything. Yeah.
Because I don't know if any of you have seen my car. I'm Dino God 1995 on Instagram, but that's what I do, is a lot of clean tucks and smooth things out and make things show ready and quality, and that's about it. Cool. Make stuff cool. Has this been in an accident before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
I crashed.
A couple.
Did you?
It's been on a few accidents. You see this is tweaked, right?
Yeah, I see the tweak there, and then I see the tweak on the frame rail.
Yeah. Done tearing apart all like the random nonsense that was just like in this car, and now we're at the point where we're ready to start pulling out the chassis harness, and then next up we got pretty much the engine harness ready to pull out. So here comes nothing. You ready? Yep. Alright, we're good?
Yep, we're good.
So I'll be honest that when I bought the car 5 years ago, most of it was also rewired by the previous owner. So we're just gonna ditch everything and hopefully source out a new chassis harness so it's all plug and play. And then when we run it, the plan is to just run it through the fenders, tuck everything, and make it as neat as possible.
I'm on pressure, kids. You can put anything in there.
There you go, man. Hold it up like a trophy, dude. That thing sucks. Look at that.
It's just falling apart.
Dude. Eliminate like all the unnecessary OEM brackets that we aren't gonna need. Fix any of like surface rust. Just from the accident, my radiator support's kind of tweaked when I crashed it, but everything here, the plan is just kind of just get it as clean as like the exterior paint job. So it'll be Lexus Ultrasonic Blue 2 matched to the exterior.
On the other side, I had to lay the plugs flat and push them out individually as it was coming out.
Oh, hey, I want to explain something. So, there's a YouTube video, it's almost at 1 million views, and at the beginning of the video, I walk into my garage. It was filmed by Sean Solo. So I walk into my garage, you know, it's a cinematic video, and I go in and I open the door to the car. It's right up against the wall in my garage. but there's tons of space. You just can't tell because of the video. So when I swung the door open, I opened it, there was a clunk, and everyone was like, oh, he totally hit like the wall or whatever. Like he should be careful with mom and dad's car because he hit the wall and stuff. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit, like a lot of like low comments or whatever. But you know what? This is a noise it made, and I try to explain it over and over again. It's the door hinge, so when you open it, it locks itself in place. So I didn't hit it. I did not hit a wall. Trust me, I baby
let it be known.
Car. I baby this car. That was the noise you hear in that video. Dude, you could like
viral video debunk.
Yeah. Kind of make it look like a motor's just floating.
Yeah, you get rid of everything that is not a necessity for the car to run and operate correctly.
Yeah.
So like any of these brackets that aren't used because you've eliminated, you know, the stuff that came factory from the car, the batteries can be relocated to the trunk. All this fuel line nonsense and all these brackets and stuff like that, you can bring either one, you know, you can run new braided line from your tank up and eliminate the metal lines altogether, or you just bring the lines back as far as you can and run braided up.
I mean, literally the purpose of me doing all of this is to simplify the car to the point where like, if my motor blows, it's just disconnecting a couple things, chain it up and pull it out. Like,
that's a whole patch right there. Look at that.
Yep.
This whole area has been cut.
Which isn't uncommon on S30s. So for those of you that want to get into an S30, they are notorious for rust issues. Really, really bad rust issues. That's why, I mean, there's the ones that have survived are in the original, they go for so much more now. Like the prices keep going
They're
up.
like 50 to 70 grand for a spotless.
Like matching numbers, motor, chassis, engine, everything. But some of the really well-known areas to look for rust when it comes to S30s, whether it's a 240Z, 260Z, or a 280Z, battery trays, frame rails, rocker panels. I mean, there's some areas that are kind of like typical with a lot of cars.
In the trunk.
But the trunks too, and where the spare sits at. So
bad seals in the hatch.
we have just successfully cutted our own like first big bracket, so super stoked on just getting rid of all the brackets and everything that we know we're not going to need anymore, and then we're going to go back and smooth everything out. Alright, so I'm taking a break from working on a Datsun, but over here, Jon has been working on this all-road bagging it Airlift Performance 3P kit, and so far he has finished the fronts. So we're gonna drop it down, lower it, and then hopefully make sure that everything clears and that we're ready to move to the back.
How's the lighting, guys? Is it good?
I think it's good.
I think it's good.
Oh, there you go. Woo, look at that. I don't think anything.
You're hitting on the little mud flip things.
A little bit right here.
I mean, that's normal, though.
You're also hitting right here on the.
Yeah, that's how mine is.
Yeah. just like that, the space is all cleaned up. So there's the engine bay right now. We'll be doing more hopefully within the next week or two, but for now I'm extremely excited about like all the progress we were able to make. And honestly, I didn't expect that we would have it, you know, to this point. So I'm super stoked, really excited, and hopefully next time we'll get to the point where we can start welding up holes and strip the rest of the paint off, and then hopefully at some point we'll be able to do some and throw some paint on it. So while John's tying the loose ends on this and finishing it up, customer's actually on their way to come pick up the car, but pretty excited how it all came out, and it's tucking pretty well too. So we're gonna end the video there. Finished up a lot of what we wanted to do with the engine bay and the Datsun. The all-road's pretty much almost done, so the customer will be here soon. And yeah, that kind of concludes our weekend here. Really excited about everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.